is a test of the West Central Wisconsin Emergency Alert System. In the event of an emergency, this system would bring you important information. This test is now concluded.
This is a test of the Wisconsin Emergency Alert System. In the event of an emergency, this system would bring important information to you. This test is now concluded.
This is a test of the West Wisconsin Emergency Alert System. In the event of an emergency, this system would bring you important information. This now concludes the test of the Emergency Alert System. This NOAA weather radio station is temporary. This is the National Weather Service in Grand Forks, North Dakota. The National Weather Service has just activated the public warning alarm tone. This is a test of the weather warning alarm system. During potentially dangerous weather situations, specially built receivers are automatically activated by the signal to warn of the impending hazard. Tests of these receivers and the alarm system are normally conducted by the National Weather Service office in Grand Forks every Wednesday between the hours of 10 a.m. and noon. If severe weather threatens the area near the normal alarm test time, the test will be postponed to the first available day free of severe weather. Your reception of this broadcast, and especially the warning alarm, will vary at any given location. This variability, normally more noticeable at greater distances from the transmitter, will occur even though you are using a good quality receiver in good working order. To provide the most consistent and dependable warning service possible, the warning alarm will be activated for only selected watches and warnings affecting counties across portions of northwest and west central Minnesota. Once again, the National Weather Service has just activated the public warning alarm tone. We will now return to regular programming. National Weather Service Forecast Office in Bismarck, North Dakota. The preceding audio signals contain emergency alert system counter codes and the warning alarm tone to test the NOAA Weather Radio Public Warning System. Tests of these codes and the warning alarm tone are conducted every Wednesday between 11 a.m. and noon Central Time or between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. Mountain Time. If there is a threat of severe weather, the test will be postponed to the next available non-severe weather day. The alarm tone causes weather radio receivers with the alarm tone feature to be turned on automatically. This alerts you that an emergency broadcast is about to be made. Weather radios with the alarm tone feature are available commercially. These counter code and alarm tones will normally be used for weather warnings and emergency messages for 38 counties in western and central North Dakota, Harding and Perkins counties in northwestern South Dakota, and Sheridan, Richland, and Roosevelt counties in northeastern Montana. Once again, this was a weekly test of the alarm tone and county code tones. This concludes the weekly test. We now return to regular programming.
This is the National Weather Service navigating South Dakota with the weekly NOAA weather radio test. The warning alarm tone and emergency features have been activated. These tones will be proceed to broadcast the following emergency messages. This was a test of the NOAA weather radio warning alert system. During serious situations, receivers built with tone and emergency features will be automatically activated for watches and warning affecting your area. This includes a live test from the National Weather Service office navigating South Dakota.
This is a test. This is a test. The National Weather Service in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, has just activated the public warning alarm tone. This tone will normally precede the broadcast of emergency messages. During potential dangerous weather situations, specially built receivers are automatically activated to advise or warn of impending hazards. Tests of the warning alarm tone are normally conducted by the National Weather Service in Sioux Falls each Wednesday morning between 11 a.m. and noon Central Time. The test will be canceled if severe weather threatens the area during the usual test time. Reception of this broadcast, especially of the alarm tone, will vary at any given location. Variability is caused by such factors as terrain and distance from the transmitters, and will occur even though you may be using a good quality receiver. To provide the most consistent and dependable service possible, the warning alarm tone will be activated only for selected watches and warnings affecting those counties within each transmitter's listening area. This concludes our test. We now return to normal programming.
The National Weather Service has just activated the warning alarm as a test. During dangerous weather situations, the specially built radios are automatically activated to warn of the impending hazard. tests of the alarm tone are normally conducted at this time every Wednesday between 11 a.m. and noon. If severe weather threatens the area near the normal test time, the test will be postponed until the first good weather day. This warning alarm tone will be activated for watches, warnings, and selected statements affecting specific counties based on the transmitter you are listening to. For exact coverage areas, please check our internet homepage. Receipt of the warning alarm tone will vary at any given location, especially at greater distances from the transmitter and in large buildings. This concludes the weekly warning alarm test. We now return to our normally scheduled programming.
Warn of the impending hazard. Tests of these receivers and this alarm system are normally conducted by the National Weather Service office in Duluth, Minnesota each Wednesday around noon. When there is a threat of or existing severe weather in the area, this test will be postponed until the next available good weather day. The warning alarm will be activated for hazardous watches and warnings for the following areas covered by this weather radio station. In Wisconsin, Ashland, Mayfield, and Iron counties. In Michigan, Gogebi County. Lake Superior waters, west of a line from Saxon Harbor, Wisconsin, to Grand Portage, Minnesota. This concludes the test of this weather radio station. We now return. This is the National Weather Service in Duluth, Minnesota. We have just activated the public warning alarm tone. This is a test of this weather radio station's public warning alarm system. During potentially dangerous weather situations, specially built receivers are automatically activated by the signal to warn of the impending hazard. Tests of these receivers and this alarm system are normally conducted by the National Weather Service office in Duluth, Minnesota each Wednesday around noon. When there is a threat of or existing severe weather in the area, this test will be postponed until the next available good weather day. The warning alarm will be activated for hazardous watches and warnings for the following areas covered by this weather radio station. In Minnesota, northern Aitkin County, northern Cass County, Itasca County, and west central St. Louis County. This concludes the test of this weather radio station. We now return to our regular program.
The National Weather Service in Chanhassen, Minnesota has just activated the warning alarm on 13 weather radio stations across central and southern Minnesota and west central Wisconsin. During dangerous weather situations, these specially built radios are automatically activated to warn for the hazard. Tests of these radios are normally conducted by the National Weather Service in Chanhassen every Wednesday at 1 p.m. If severe weather threatens the area near the normal test time, the test will be postponed until the next good weather day. The warning alarm will be activated for selected watches, warnings, and statements affecting central and southern Minnesota and west central Wisconsin. This concludes the test of the warning system. We now return to normal programming.
The civil authorities have issued a required monthly test for all of Minnesota beginning at 1:43 p.m. and ending at 2:43 p.m. This is a coordinated monthly test of the broadcast stations in your area. If this had been an actual emergency, such as a tornado, official messages would have followed the alert tone. This concludes this test of the emergency alert system. This test is from the Minnesota Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Management. This is only a test, no action required.
That is using Fahrenheit.
The civil authorities have issued a required monthly test for all of North Dakota beginning at 2:07 p.m. and ending